Ah, what a beautiful day on the open bounding sea. How are you doing, my friend?
I have thalassophobia and an in immense fear and panic right now. My hands have not left the side of this ship since we left uh since we left everything. There's just water.
Water,
Chris,
water everywhere. Isn't it glorious?
why are we out here?
We are searching for the white whale.
What? We're going whale hunting?
Yes!
Isn't that like super dangerous?
No, it's not dangerous at all. If we were going shark hunting, now that would be dangerous.
Oh, well, you've convinced me. You see, I've just gotten over my fear within that moment. I'm fine now. Um, okay, yeah, whale hunting. I'm down. Let's get it done. Where do we start? I
Um,
guess, should we start with introducing ourselves to the rest of the crew?
I guess we should. I mean, we've been out here for 3 weeks, and I don't know if they even know our names yet.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I certainly haven't spoken to anyone just standing out here. I thought I would starve to death by now, but
In fact,
luckily enough ocean water with plankton in it actually just flew into my mouth every now and then. So I think I'm good.
I don't think I've even spoken to you yet. I don't think I've spoken to anyone since we left everywhere. So, I guess introduce yourself because I have no idea who you are.
Yes, it has been a long time, hasn't it? Well,
It has.
my name is Nicholas Van Devort, and I am a coward. And I will bravely admit that I am a coward, but I will go forth on this whale hunting adventure with you, Mr.
Janky, Chris Janky.
Chris Janky. Well, that's a pretty jank name. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I can trust a guy like you. First impressions could be better. Maybe you can convince me otherwise.
Maybe you can convince me otherwise too. Vandivort? Like, what kind of a name is that?
It means of the fort, which is where I had spent my whole life before being dragged out into this boat.
Where exactly is the Vort?
In Van D. Yeah.
The Vort in Van D. Where is Van D?
Yes, that's why it's the Van D Vort.
Where is Van D, though? I have never heard of this place.
I think it's actually I think my dad said Holland, but I never knew what that meant as a kid, and every time I look it up, it just says it's part of the Netherlands. But it also says, wait, no. Yeah, okay, so it's just in the Netherlands.
Well, you seem like a trustworthy fellow. Note to self, remember to betray later.
Well, you don't trust someone from the Nether? The
No,
lands of down below, up above, down,
no.
I'm not speaking of Australia, of course. They're the real down under, but the down below is Netherlands.
Yes, I do not trust most people from there. You see, my father was killed in the Netherland.
Just wait, the one Netherland, or do you mean like the Netherlands, like all of them? Because
I
there's a
mean,
big difference.
I mean the one Netherland, the land of the Nether.
Oh, see, now that's the part where I can get where people don't trust. None of us like the Netherland either. We all wish it was beridden from the Netherlands. But unfortunately, if we were to move it, we would no longer be the Netherlands, and so it is an existing relationship that must be enforced by our government. I am sorry for your loss, though.
Thank you. Though it sounds to me like any respectable man would want the Netherland taken care of immediately, and you giving this defense to the government makes me think that you do not want the Netherland gone. What do you have to say to that, so-called Van D. Vort?
Okay. I didn't want to have to reveal this to anybody while I was out here. But I'm actually a spy for the Danish government.
Oh, twist!
The white whale is actually code word for a terrorist organization that's somewhere out here on the ocean, and that's why I've been so scared, because I've just been preparing for us to finally encounter these people, and I don't know if I can beat them alone.
Mr. Vandervoort, please. You've proved yourself a respectable, honest man, even though you've been lying for the past 3 weeks and are only revealing it now. That takes bravery. So I commend you for that, Mr. Vandervoort, and now I am completely on your side until these terrorists take us down, wherever they are.
Yeah.
By the way, where are they?
Well, I thought, weren't you also hunting down a white whale? Or are you just, like, guessing where it might be?
How should I know? I'm
just guessing.
Maker.
Oh, okay. No cartographers on this ship. Noted. Where are we?
It looks like
no idea where we are. Got it. Noted. Okay.
It looks like we're in the middle of a big blue wet thing.
You know, that's what I was coming to the conclusion to as well, but I just wasn't quite sure yet. Thank you for clarifying it for me. It really just... you know, I think I'm gonna go speak with the captain real quick.
You're gonna go speak with the captain?
Yes, I think... Who is the captain? Do you, like, know?
Well, of course I know him. He's me.
Where is the nearest lifeboat? I would like to leave.
Here, let me show you. Right, it's right over here by the deck. See?
Yep. Walk on over, and it has 3 holes punctured into it, sir.
That's a decoy. Okay, let's go over here. This one. Oh shit. Could you turn around, please?
Why? Is there something that I can't see, or is it?
No. I just need to make some modifications to this because it's not up to the level that a Vandervoort should be riding in. You know.
Yes, of course.
And I want.
I'm sorry.
To surprise you.
Here, I'll just turn around real quick. All right. I'm not looking over my shoulder.
Okay.
You can trust me.
Eyes closed.
Yep.
Right.
Eyes perfectly. Both of them, yep, fully shut, for sure.
Alright, let's see. Little does he know that there are 5 holes in this boat. Now I take the duct tape, which is the worst type of packing material. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. That shit comes off so quick. And I'm just going to zip, 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 zip. There. Now all 5 holes are covered, but little does he know that when he gets into the boat, he's going to sink! Okay, Mr. Vandervoort, you can turn around now.
Are you sure? Is this not like a trick or anything? I made sure to keep my eyes closed.
No, this is not a trick whatsoever. You're perfectly safe. You can turn around.
Okay. All right. Turning around, and where'd you get the duct tape from?
Oh shit. I won it in a strip poker game. Yeah, that's where I won it. Yeah.
Strip poker, and the prize was duct tape for not stripping down to your naked body. That's what you won. Okay,
weak prize.
I'm not gonna question. No, I don't want to know more about it. I'm not gonna question how you choose to live your life, but I just feel like you could have gotten a better reward. moving along. Is it safe to get in the lifeboat? Can I leave?
Yes, yeah. Look at how beautiful this lifeboat is.
Okay. Well,
It's
I
got
mean,
it's
it
got
doesn't have any
oars.
holes anymore.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's got oars. It's got wood. It's got
Uh,
seat.
can you hold on? I'm just gonna pick up an oar here. Oh wow, it's surprisingly heavy. Is this made out of wood? Are you sure?
Yep, solid, genuine oak.
Uh, 1 second. I'm just gonna. And I smash it down on the ground with a large clang. It's just sounding all over the ship. Like metal on metal, a bell ringing.
Um. Well, that's a bad oar. That's a really bad oar.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I think I could use another one.
Yeah,
If you would be so kind.
yeah. Hold on a second. Uh, um, can you turn around again?
Should I give you the oar first, or can I just
Yeah,
hold on
yeah,
to this?
yeah. Give me the oar. I'm just gonna
Okay,
take that over
sure.
here and burn it before I get you a new one. Okay?
Wait, but... okay, yeah, I trust you. Yeah, I'll just give you the oar and turn around again. Eyes closed
Yep.
and everything, or...
Maybe cover your ears too. That might.
My ears. Okay. Got it. I'm just gonna slide my hands up and do that then. I can't hear anything except for what's in my own head. Do 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 do.
Little does he know I'm going to take the duct tape that I so cunningly won in that strip poker game, and I'm going to tape the oar back together. It's going to be the most flimsy oar on the planet. He'll sink, and then when he tries to use the oar as a flotation device, it'll break. He'll drown. You can uncover your ears now.
And I still can't hear anything except for what I'm singing to myself.
Hey!
What? Huh?
Hey, uncover your ears. Uncover your ears.
What are you saying?
Uncover your ears.
Sorry, look, I got a really strong grip. You're gonna have to speak louder if you want me to hear you. I'm trying my best to keep my ears covered, man.
I think I'm gonna have to do this myself. I'm just gonna grab your arm here and give it a little tug. Ow!
What?
Can you hear me now?
No.
Damn. So I pulled his finger out of his ears, and now he's obviously gone deaf. So, shit.
I mean, I can read some of the words you're saying with your lips, but I can't understand everything. Government training only takes you so far when you learn how to read lips in Danish.
Yeah, I get that. What do I do in this situation? He can't hear me, and we still have like an hour to go, so...
Whoa! Hey, do you see that? Can you... Look, and I point out towards the ocean, and there's another big boat.
Hey! Look at that! There's another big boat! What do you think they're after?
What?
What do you think they're after?
What? After what? What comes after the before?
After.
Huh?
After comes after after.
Afternoon? Is that what you're trying to say? I give up. Look, I'm gonna take this lifeboat that you gave me, and I just start getting in, and I'm gonna go check out that ship. It kind of looks suspicious. It might be why I'm here. I'll catch up with you later.
Okay.
And I detach the lifeboat and sink on down The lifeboat hits the water, and as soon as it does, I start trying to paddle, and it doesn't work out very well. It's still very heavy, and now I quickly notice my lifeboat's sinking. Well, how about that? And I just remembered I have a fear of the ocean. Oh! And I start just swimming back and trying to crawl into the shit. I still have the oar in one hand, just with like a scared death grip, and I'm trying to use it while doggy paddling over, and it's not helping at all.
and I start pulling you up with a evil, malicious grin on my face. Now, Mr. Vort of the Van D, or whatever the fuck your name was, I don't remember.
Whoa, watch your language! I think one of those was a swear.
Was it? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well,
so sorry.
What? Man, you gotta watch. There's probably kids on this boat hunting the white whale.
Oh my god, you're right. There's a fucking water slide. Oh no, I did it again. Fuck. I did it again. Fuckity fuck. I must be punished in terrible, terrible ways.
I can start to hear you.
You can start to
Are
hear
things going okay? Why are they so terrible?
I don't know why they're so terrible. I said swear words, so I have to
look.
be
Can you just pull me up? I'm losing my grip strength here.
Sure. What have you been eating? You're heavy as fuck, dude.
And a huge, just another clang like metal on metal. As I just look up to him and stand like. Yeah, sorry about that. My armor is a little heavy for people that haven't trained with it yet.
Wait, why are you wearing armor? We're on a boat. We're not in the Navy. We're not the military at this time in British history or wherever the fuck we're from.
I am Danish, good sir, from the Netherlands.
That's right. You're Danish from the Netherlands.
Yep. Secret spy for the government. I have to wear at least 3 sets of chainmail armor at all times.
Yeah,
to properly defend myself.
I forgot you're a dirty spy for the military.
How did you forget? I just told you this like 10 minutes ago.
See, we have a problem as sailors. We get too much scurvy. We forget things a lot.
Yeah, like how to fix a lifeboat. Apparently, that thing did not do me any good. I thought it would hold up me and my armor.
Well,
what the hell?
It was supposed to break. I fooled you.
What?
Aha! I took that duct tape, which is the worst tape on the planet. I don't care what you say, it's true. And I taped up 5 holes in that boat. There were 5 instead of 3.
Sir, are you confessing to the fact that you just tried to drown a Danish government agent in the ocean?
Yes, I am. What are you gonna do to me?
Are you part of the white whale, or are you just some idiot that I managed to get on a boat with?
I think I'm just an idiot.
Okay. Okay, then here's... No. Look, normally I would just arrest you, right? Or throw you off the boat myself. I could do either. It's legal. But I'm gonna be a little bit nicer to you and say, if you help me find the white whale and take them down, I'm gonna forget about all of this and let you go free of charges.
Wheelie?
If you promise not to try pulling shit like this again, yes.
I promise I won't try to do something like that again. until the third act when my malicious
What?
comes back. Wait, you weren't supposed to hear that. Turn around and cover your ears again.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me? Until the third act when my malicious side comes back again. You can uncover.
Can I? Am I? Oh, okay. Cool.
Cool.
So what did you? What's next?
Welcome
I mean,
everyone to the Idiots
Oh,
AA Room.
we still haven't. Wow, we really had that 20-minute cold open, huh? Wow.
Wow. I think that's the longest we've ever improv'd on this show. Besides, like, every episode.
That was a good bit. I'm not gonna lie. That was a really solid bit. And you know what else is solid? The fact that my laundry got done just now.
It did.
Yes. I will be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I have to let the dogs out too, so 5 minutes?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Okay. Alright, so now you're done with your laundry and I just let the dogs out, so we're good.
No, we're never good. We're great. The greatest, even, at being idiots within a room.
Yes! On a podcast.
Yes, how are you, Chris?
I'm doing okay, actually. It's been a weird-ass month, let me tell you. Because, I just moved into the new place, and we've already had, like, a fucking slew of problems.
Ah, shit.
Yeah. Mine, I think, is going to go a little bit longer, so how are you? You can go first, I guess.
Yeah, I have not been doing a whole lot lately. Mostly just working, hanging out. I helped one of my roommates move out earlier this month, so now it's just two of us again. I got an empty room across from me now.
Wow.
And soon my room's gonna be empty in like another month or so. So
yeah, big news. Even though he's not moving in with us, he's moving back to the great city of Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Yes, gonna head back there, move in with my parents for like probably a year or two, see where I go from there. Yeah, maybe I'll stick around. Maybe I'll go elsewhere.
Yeah, I'm really excited for you to come back. Like, I think we can do a lot more, just creatively.
Now that we're adults.
Yeah. And we're in the same place for pretty much the first time in
that is what ever. Yes.
Because, most of our collaborations we've done, from thousands of miles away.
Yeah, I guess so. I hadn't thought about that.
I think we've done like 4 videos where we were in the same room.
1,000 miles away, though. Do you know how big the United States is? Because I don't. But it's certainly not thousands, I think. Let me look.
I think from New York to California, it's 2,000 miles. I think. Okay. So probably more like hundreds of miles, but still, that's a long way.
Yeah, the distance is like 237 miles, I think. That's what I see on the trip reader.
From your house to Eau Claire?
Yes.
Wow. And that's like an 8-hour drive, so fuck.
No, no, it isn't. It's like more like 4.5, maybe 5 if I stop, but...
God, I am not good with directions.
Yeah, you're just really expanding these numbers to be ridiculously larger than they are. Although, I don't know, 3 hours isn't that huge of a difference. It's still... Yeah. It's
far, but it's not too far. But now we're going to be from hours to, like, minutes away.
Yes. It will literally be, like, 10-minute drive over. So,
Have you found a job over here yet?
was looking into news stations. Applied to one, and it turned out that I accidentally applied to the lacrosse location instead. Their position opening said Eau Claire, but all right.
I
So
actually,
not getting that job, but
I actually did something like that once. I got a job interview request at Culver's, and I was like so excited, first job interview and all that. So I took extra care to make sure I was like looking perfect for the job. We get there, and I'm like, I have an interview at 3 o'clock. And they're like, no, you don't. I'm like, yeah, I do right here. And they said, this is for a location in Florida.
oh my god.
I have no idea how I did it, but I guess I would have had to move to Florida if I wanted to work at Culver's.
Man, that was a lucrative moving opportunity too. Like they reached out to you. We want you to come to Florida and work for our Culvers.
And then the funniest part was that they offered me an interview there because I was disappointed, and I turned them down because like I didn't. I was like I don't know. I was just fucking discouraged, I guess.
So you just okay. No Culver's work then. Fair
No.
enough.
So I went to Subway instead, and that's where I started working. Which probably is honestly better, If I would have started work around French fries, God.
Yeah, so apart from just preparing to move myself, mostly just relaxing in the mornings, trying to improve on a few different skills like Photoshop and video editing, trying to get into that again.
Great.
Yeah. Yesterday I was supposed to work a baseball game, and that was the first sports game that I would have had to work in months since
Since basketball ended.
Yeah, since late March.
Yeah.
So since I went in there and I had already forgotten some of the stuff that I needed to get set up and everything. I had to remind myself of it when I got there. I was not told a whole lot leading up to this event. Apparently there was a meeting for it that I was never invited to. So I learned everything about it on the day of through emails and everyone telling me what was happening when I got there. Great start.
That is a great start. Really setting you up for success there, aren't they?
Yes. And then we run into a few audio issues right as when we're supposed to go on air, but the skies are turning gray and gloomy and there's a little bit of drizzle coming down, and the officials are talking about delaying the game due to weather. Our producer, my boss, looks at the radar and on the phone and lists out to us 80% chance at 7 p.m., 90% chance at 8 p.m., 95% chance at 10 p.m. So, yeah, it was gonna rain all night.
Yeah.
And it came down hard not too long after, so the whole thing ended up getting canceled. And I got paid to sit around in a truck trying to figure out what was happening for half of it, and then just waiting for the officials to call the game as canceled for the other half of it.
How long was that?
I can double check, but I think rough estimate, I got there at 5:30 and we got out around 7:30, so probably 2 hours.
Oh, I was thinking you were going to be there all day and make just the bump.
No, there were people who were there all day though, and people who stayed there after I left because they came in that morning to set up all the camera and audio equipment.
Right.
And then had to stay after to take it all down in the rain. So, I can only imagine how their nights went, but...
Yeah, especially if, I'm sure there are ways to save cameras from rain damage if you know it's coming, but still...
There's rain covers, yes. We got gear and stuff that the cameramen are supposed to bring, so...
Yeah. Imagine if somebody didn't bring that. Like, oh, it's a sunny day, and then immediately just
Yeah,
downpour and all
I
that.
don't think they'd be on the team for much longer after that.
They'd be like, okay, get out.
You're fired, and you owe us a camera.
And those things aren't cheap. They're like thousands.
Yes, we are just getting new studio cameras set up in our newsroom. The ones that we have now are from like the 90s. So
Wow.
that just tells you how much of a stickler they are for buying new ones.
Well, there will definitely be an increase in quality coming up on
Yes, I hope so. They'll have to reroute a lot of stuff. That's the main thing that stopped them, just how much of a process it is to do it.
Right.
That they had to find a good time and the budget for it. They were also spending a lot more money on the sports program stuff. So that was another reason.
As most people do.
Yes.
It's funny, you know, with schools and such, they always spend more than they have on sports stuff, even though
it's a cycle, because sports is a very profitable entertainment.
Right.
Like, there's a huge crowd of people that will always be obsessed about sports. And so that's where some of the revenue is made for these schools or for our news station, you know, getting sponsorships or being awarded for performing well or whatever. So
right. Yeah,
and it's just like, it's like a positive feedback cycle, because the more money that you put into the sports, the more people are going to watch it because it's higher quality. The more money you're going to put into the sports because it's what's making you more money. So that's how that happened.
Society. Anyway, anything else going on in your life?
Not too much else other than that. Just kind of living quietly and waiting for the move.
That's kind of nice sometimes.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live like this all the time, but it's nice for periods.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry, I gotta tell people about the house, you know.
Okay.
Because
run me through it.
Yes, I haven't done a video since we were in the apartment at all. So pretty much nobody except the people like in my inner circle know what's going on, and we haven't even talked since before May. So
yeah,
you know nothing. So here's kind of how it all went down. On our first night in here, we heard some bubbling coming up from the downstairs bathroom. And we went in, and there was some water, like, just at the bottom of the shower. And we didn't really think anything of it. We're just like, okay, we kind of got to watch that. It happened a few more times, but it was nothing major, right? And we didn't even think of calling anybody because we didn't even know if it was anything to worry about. I come downstairs one night to go to my room. I'm walking towards the door, and I step in a puddle. And I thought it was our dog Belle, because she's almost 16, and she's confused.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, damn it, now I gotta clean up dog piss. And so I went over to the bathroom to grab some paper towels. I turn on the light, and it was a fucking nightmare. Water all over the floors, water coming up through the shower drain, and it was all from the sewer.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. So I
don't know where else it would be from, but
well, it wasn't even like groundwater, you know. If it was groundwater, that would be fine. But you know, I'm standing in our own shit and probably other people's shit from the neighborhood, because it's a community sewer or whatever. So that's great, you know. So I go upstairs to wake up Dad, and something about my father is that he hates being woken up, like with every fiber of his being. He hates it. So
So being woken up to this news.
yeah. So I go upstairs and I'm treading very lightly, like just trying to, hey, hey, Dad, hey, Dad, and he just goes, what is it? And I'm like, this shower is overflowing again. And he's like, why are you telling me this now? And I'm like, well, there's sewer water all over the floor and it's getting into the carpet. And he's like, how bad is it? And I go, it's pretty bad. And he just says, grab some towels, I'll look at it in the morning. And I'm like, okay, so now I have to fix this problem all by myself because he's not getting up. So I went and grabbed as many towels as I could, and I go in there and I'm starting to wipe it up, and I'm wiping it up for 5 minutes, and I hear him say from behind me, what the fuck? And I just turn around and I go, yeah, this is a little bit worse, and I'll check on it in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
fucking A.
So, basically, the next day we called the plumber, we called the contractor, we called the builders, we called the carpet cleaners, we called everybody. And apparently, this is the stupidest part. They found so much toilet paper in our septic system that it all had to be drained out. And that's so stupid, because how are we supposed to fill up a 300-gallon septic tank within 5 days?
How the hell? That was not an issue on you then.
No.
You would have to literally be throwing rolls down into the sewer with a slingshot for an hours a day in order for that to work in 5 days.
And I think at that point I was only on my second roll, and I don't even use that. So
you guys just moved in.
Exactly. And here's the real kicker. Even though it was obviously their fault, they made us pay for it. The entire thing.
Well,
They made us pay for the fans, they made us pay for the plumbing, they made us pay for the carpet cleaning, everything. So we had these huge, giant, annoying fans all over the downstairs for a week in every room, including mine. There were 2 in my room. It sucked because we had to keep them going 24/7, so I could barely sleep because those things were just right in my fucking face.
Would it be super hot otherwise?
What?
If you didn't have the fans running?
Well, it got the water while I was sleeping that first night when we realized it. The water it bubbled up again and got all throughout the basement hallway into my room and in the office.
So just getting the smell out. Gotcha.
Yeah. So we have those fans up, and they're like, okay, we're going to take these down in a week. So finally the day comes when they're supposed to take them down. And I am just ecstatic to get rid of these things because they're so annoying. I come downstairs. Well, here's the thing. I got up. I went into the bathroom. I did my thing. It was fine. I went upstairs. I remembered that I forgot to brush my teeth. I came downstairs, and it was flooding again.
Fuck.
Within 5 minutes, it was completely flooding again. And I just went up and I said, it happened again. And Dad's like, if you're joking with me, if this is a joke, I am not going to be happy. And I'm like, just come down and look. So we spent about the next hour just carrying buckets upstairs so we could throw them into the yard, which is still sand, by the way. They just put down the brown dirt yesterday. They haven't planted grass. So
sheesh.
Every time we've walked into the house, we've had sand just everywhere.
it's just like no yard.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We have to sweep like every single day. It sucks. So yeah, we did that, and we got the guys out again, and they look. Apparently, there's a 90-degree bend in between all three of our toilets.
What?
And in between all of our toilets, and it goes into the shower.
Why?
I don't know. These plumbers are so stupid. Like, and apparently, we had our house built by C&M. The guy that we talked to from the carpet cleaning company, he said that every single C&M house he's been in has had the same problem.
So they're just a bad building company. What the fuck?
Basically.
I feel like someone should lawsuit them over this if it's like a constant issue.
Yeah, I've been telling my parents, we gotta sue these people for all they're worth, because now they're like, we tried to tell them, this is your fault, you gotta pay for it, and they're like, no, we're not gonna pay for it. And I think Dad's gonna convince them to pay for it, but you never know, right?
See how that turns out.
Yeah. So I've been saying that we gotta sue them, but like, I don't even think we have the money for a bad lawyer,
Yeah,
So
that's true.
So, yeah, apparently one house he went into was so bad that the pipes got all the sewer water up into the ceiling, and then it was coming out, like, down the walls. Just shit in the walls.
Could you imagine just waking up in the middle of the night to an awful stench, and you turn on the light to be like, what is that? And you just see on the wall opposite of you shit pouring out of your wall. I feel like that's just like some sort of twisted horror movie.
Oh my god. It's unreasonable, Like, this is something that you shouldn't have to deal with in your third week of living here,
Yes,
So-
that's wow.
So if they don't pay for this, which they had better pay for this, we're going to be paying like more than we did last time. We paid a few thousand last time for all this. We're going to be paying more this time because now we're getting new toilets in. Apparently, one of the problems is they put in like these water-saving toilets that are supposed to be better for the environment. But the problem with that is not enough water goes down the tank into the bowl,
Oh, okay.
So we have a 5-gallon tank. Only 2 gallons are going into the bowl. So it's not enough water. So we're getting new toilets in, and that is not a pretty penny. So
they're just piling so many expenses on you guys.
Yeah.
This definitely feels like it was intentional.
It does feel like it. I don't know. I think that we've been completely gypped, and I don't know. It's fucking weird. But yeah. So now we got to pay for that. We got to pay for the lawn to be finished. We have to pay for the screen porch that they just put in. We have to pay for a new patio that we're putting in for a fireplace.
So it's like rebuilding the house a second time.
Basically, yeah. So, yeah, if I ever buy a house, I'm buying it used.
Always buy used. You don't need a brand new one.
I'm coming up on 3 years with my used car, and it's given me no problems whatsoever. Not a one, not a thing. Seriously, it's
like they always say, the older the home, the better it is, right?
Oh my god. So yeah, that's kind of how the new house has been thus far.
Okay,
Lots of
well,
fun.
it's unfortunate to hear that there's been so much struggle um, in moving in so far.
Yeah.
But I'm really hoping that once it all settles out, that you guys have a nice summer there.
I think we should. You know, it's just a matter of getting this shit over with. Dad said it should be done by the 1st of June, which I hope, actually happens. But
Yeah.
you never know with this crap. It could be the 1st of June or it could be the 1st of next June with some of this stuff. So, I guess at this point we're just kind of rolling with the punches.
All right. I guess that's the best you can do in this situation. Well, thank you for telling me all about your house tragedy. Wow. That was a big tale.
Yeah.
And it also carried us to the end, I think.
It did carry us to the end. Shall we check in on our two seafarers before we go?
Yeah, I think they just reached that other boat after swimming all the way over there.
All right. Let's close our eyes and see what they're doing, shall we?
All right. Give me 1 second.
Come on! Come on! We're almost there! We're almost in the boat! Come on!
I can't swim. I can't swim, man.
What do you mean you can't swim? Why did you come on this journey if you couldn't swim? That's stupid.
I thought a boat would take me there, but then you gave me a broken lifeboat.
I tried to fix it for you. I used the duct tape.
It didn't work. Okay, the boat's right there.
All right.
I have a grip.
Come on, there's a ladder right here. There's a ladder right here. Come on.
Okay.
All right.
Let me go first. Let me go first. All right,
Okay.
all right. Stop. Before we get on this boat,
Yes.
I need you to know that we have to be extra quiet when sneaking around. You need to follow my lead in every word. Otherwise, we risk getting captured immediately. Do you get it?
I get it.
Okay. And then I climb on board. And the sound of my boots make the loudest clang on the boat's surface that anyone has ever heard. I try dropping to the floor prone by instinct, and my armor makes another loud clang.
I climb up to Mr. Vandy of the fort. No! And out come the cavalry on their horses.
How the heck did they get cavalry on here? We were doomed from the start.
Oh no!
A true pair of seahorses. No.
Mr. Vandy of the fort, please. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to do any of this.
Don't worry. If this is where it ends, then it'll only be where it ends for you. And I get up and push him into the cavalry, diving into the water. And I think end the scene. I think they both die after that point. Because there's no way that Vandyvort's making it back.
No,
With all that armor? Nah, he's dying.
Yeah. Alright, well, I think now we come to the end of another Idiots in a Room podcast. Thank you all so much for listening. We're going to be doing more of these. We're almost at the end of the very first season. So more on that.
Yeah, wow.
So yeah, thank you for watching. I've been Chris Janke, and with me as always is...
First, last name is him.
First, last name is always here, always ready to go. All right. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Adios.
God damn, my mouse is not connected.
You better include this.
Oh. Okay. Fuck you.